A whole lot of bombs on that one. Shout out to Stimp, Mike, Marlon, James, and the rest of the boomers tuning in. Everybody there on D-Live, everybody on YouTube, good morning to all the boomers. We're watching the markets. Keep you updated on a couple of Bitcoin option plays that I put in. And more, as the rest of the boomers are tuning into this live broadcast, 450 and beyond. We're preheating this crypto oven. Make sure you're dropping a comment, a like, a sub, a post notification. Touch all those buttons and share this if you can on your social media feed. Share it immediately. Let the rest of the animals on your farm know what's really booming out there. Let me turn off these coins. You see that Divi? Been telling you for years. I hope you didn't sleep. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, Divi or maybe not. Kyber staking going on now. Don't forget to vote this week. You must get your ETH staking reward, says Marlon. Yeah, and we're on the Kyber train, so you know the deal. Shout out to all the Kyber network affiliates and whatnot. I like Kyber. Now I'm looking into getting some Synthex and some AAVE as soon as there's a dip, and maybe it could be today. Let's see where the prices are. But Mike says Divi. No, I'm not up on Divi. I mean, I've looked at it, and but no, Mike, I don't have Divi. I'm looking at the other DeFi platforms, and I'll show you my portfolio. Off the top, I would assume that Divi's riding the DeFi train, like so many others, and we're on other projects that are like Kyber or whatnot. So I'll just stay tuned, and you'll see what we're into. Shout out to Marlon, Mike, James. I see you. Good morning. And the rest of the boomers. Let me go ahead and share my screen and check out these prices, and we're going to run down. I'll keep you guys updated on the BTC options because I see nobody. Okay, everybody's DeFi, and that's all good, and I'm going to be doing the DeFi. Okay, but I don't see anyone that has performed any BTC options. Okay, I understand it's KYC, and that's fine, just like so many of these other crypto platforms, but I'm trying to get it on all angles. Okay, and I'll tell you guys, if you're holding bags of Bitcoin, you may want to consider the options. Yeah, interested to hear about your DeFi portfolio. I mean, it's not a whole DeFi portfolio, but you'll see some of the coins that we have that are DeFi-esque. And I'll run back DeFi Pulse for a second so we can see which DeFi platforms are gaining weight, losing weight. There's a lot of them out there. So, yeah. Champ, you could do a show on flash loans on AAV. I've spent days trying to figure out you can use flash loans to take out loans without collateral. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I'm eyeing AAVE. I don't know how to pronounce it or not, but I just I just mentioned right now I'm trying to pick up some bags. So how to do it, I don't know, but I've been recently paying more attention to AAVE, and it's one that I'm trying to get into. So yeah, stay tuned. I may do that. Stay tuned. Let's check out the prices over here, guys. We got $271 billion market cap worldwide. I mean, we're staying steady there. I mean, it's still lightweight. I mean, look, the crypto market is the small table at the casino, okay? You're maybe the $1, $2 blinds, the $2, $5 blinds. It's still a small table. If finance were a casino, this is the small table, and, there's bigger tables out there. Pronounce Ave. Oh, I would have never known that. So Ave kind of like reminds me of Ave sounds like in Spanish like a bird or something. Bitcoin there at 91.95. I mean, it's kind of stuck there at 92, 93. Like gets close to 95 and it pulls back. I mean, I'm not mad at the price, but it's there. It seems like altcoins are gaining weight, although the Bitcoin dominance hasn't decreased that much. 62.5 for the Bitcoin dominance. Ether there at 238, losing a little weight, but it's okay. Ripple at 19, Bitcoin Cash at 229. Bitcoin Satoshi Vision has taken back the number 6 spot. It seems to really like that position, number 6. Let's get this. Who's dealing with SV? I really don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, I've had a few SV shills saying, yeah, SV is the truth or whatnot, but have you seen anybody actually using it? I haven't. Maybe I'm wrong. Cardano looking good there at 12 cents. momentarily taking the spot from SV, but now losing it. Litecoin slipping in the rankings, $43. It seems like Litecoin's been $43 since 1981. It seems like Binance at $17.94, Chainlink at $7.44. Chainlink number 10 now. Crypto.com at 13 cents. EOS slipping on the rankings. So EOS is at this point. EOS is going to be closer to the top, 20 instead of the top 10. We got Tezos there at 289, Stellar at 8 cents, Monero at 67, and Tron there. You guys could read the rest of the list. Is there any big gainers today? Divi, which Mike just mentioned. Divi. Let's take a look at this one because I've heard about it, and let me just take a little peek. Wow, look at these charts. Very, very strong on the charts. So I'm assuming that this has to do with well, let's read this. Divi Project is a POS blockchain with the slogan "Crypto Made Easy." Company is focused on bringing crypto to ordinary users by making it more user-friendly and reducing error. Divi team launched its blockchain on September 27, 2018. Divi has also weekly lottery blocks that pay 11 of its stakers. Okay, Divi aims to create its own user-friendly chain lightning network. Some may believe that it may be more usable than Bitcoin's version, so it says. Okay, so, yeah. Divi Project. Now I'm remembering this one. Divi Project won third place in the 2018 Token Tank contest at World CryptoCon in Las Vegas and was rated number 3 best masternode behind Dash and Pivx. Okay. How is it doing for Dash or Pivx, though? I mean, if it took overtake Dash, that's fine. But, how's Dash doing? Listen, I really like Dash as far as like the technicalities, but how is it for the holders of Dash? How is it for the holders of Pivx? Dash used to be in, top 15 coin. Where is it now? Number 25. Where's Pivx? I remember it used to be closer to like number 50, number 40. Where's it now? Number 174. So, yeah, I mean, I like the ideas, but just because it has a good technical and it, the master node runs good and all that, I mean, it's going to take a lot more than that. Bitcoin Ben has been pushing that Divi hard, says Jigger Roams. Okay, I haven't been watching. Check out DMG. Okay, I'll check that one out too. I mean, I'm not going to check out every single one. Let me go ahead and go with the show and run down these stocks, and then I'll talk about what I want to talk about. 91.48 on Bitcoin. Let me go ahead and run down the legacy market and see how they're health. Listen, guys, the reason I'm always showing you guys the legacy markets is because for so many years we ignored them. Damn, Nvidia is getting clapped up. Wow. You're looking at a coin there that was at 420 yesterday, and they sold the top at 393. I'm getting clapped hard on these options right now. After having a few weeks of gains with Nvidia, there's been a sell-off. There has been a sell-off. Okay, so let's get back to what I was talking about. The reason I'm showing these legacy markets is because at this point this year, there is a strong correlation between the legacy system and the crypto markets. And we ignored that for a long time, being that crypto was like its own thing for a while, but the beast extends everywhere at this point. S&P is down 0.74 at 3131. Dow is at 26,000. I mean, it's holding steady. There's, it's fine. Let's look at the 10-year and see how that's looking. 10 years down at 0.60. This is not good. So we may see a little bit of bearishness today. Crude is down as well. And then, of course, the pharmaceuticals have a lot of volume. Let me click on this. Guys, download the Brave browser. Everyone in this chat box should have the Brave browser. Don't call yourself a crypto maniac, that you're a boomer and this, and you're not even using a browser that's for crypto. Okay? There's other ones too. I mean, I just use a crypto-friendly something. Mike says they bought a bank in CR and also the Remedios Martins in regards to Divi. You got it, Mike. Thank you so much. All right, guys, I'll give you an update of what I'm doing with the options. So I sold the call. Okay, listen to this move that I just did. Okay, I sold the call, which means that I agree to sell my Bitcoin in the future if it's above a certain price. Okay, but you can always close out early. You guys know the deal. So the call is for December 2021. I just got $4,000 up front. Okay, they're paying me $4,000 to agree to sell my Bitcoin at 10,000 in 2021. Now, I don't have to wait till there. I can always sell this contract out. I can always buy it back is what I'm trying to say. So I got that 4. Okay, so immediately I took that 4 and used it as collateral to sell puts. Okay, so now I just received $300 for agreeing to buy Bitcoin at $7,500 by August. So you see what I'm doing? I'm doing it like the big dogs would do, and they play both sides. They play both extremes. So I'm selling on one end, and I'm selling on the other end. You see what I'm saying? And I'm using that capital. So again, let me repeat. I sold the call out in 2021. Okay, so I got time. So I got till 2021 to play with this 4,000. I can always get my BTC back. Okay. So look, you could look at it kind of as a loan. And you could do this with traditional stocks as well. So as I've said before, I'm not interested any longer in just traditionally DCAing into Bitcoin and just buying, because I found what I believe is a better strategy in selling puts. And what I mean is that I'm collecting a premium for agreeing to buy the underlying asset in the future. So there you go. You see what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I don't see anybody talking about. I haven't seen anybody talking. I mean, I've seen people talking about the platform, that it exists and that there's orders, but I haven't seen anybody talking about the strategies, about the flips or anything. So, keep an eye on that. I use LedgerX. There is no referral or anything like that. It is a KYC platform, and when you're dealing with that, it's regulated. So don't get into it unless you know what you're getting into. So, let me be clear. It's just like dealing with Robinhood. Let me take a peek over there on DLive. I see that you're commenting, Marlon, and you're suggesting coins, and I'll leave it up to the population. I'm not going to go ahead and go over every single coin everybody talks about right now because I'm staying on focus. I've noticed that one thing. I get thrown off sometimes talking to every single comment, and sometimes it's better just to focus because, if I go and search every single coin, that's probably not the good strategy for me as far as the live stream. UK to ban Huawei from its 5G network. Okay, I was reading an article, and I'm gonna link. This is totally off the. It's related, but it's not. It's more on the things that make you go, that what's actually going on with this Rona thing and this whole global uncertainty and this whole change. And we all know that there's something going on, right? There's obviously something going on. We could talk about the details, but I think we can all agree that there's a major shift going on. There's infighting. There's all kinds of stuff going on. But what I was reading makes the case that at the very top of the pyramid, there is a struggle between New York and London. New York being ran by the Rockefellers and London being run by the Rothschilds. And it's, a fight between the two. And of course, Donnie works for the Rockefellers, and then they have sort of a little beef with the Rothschilds or whatnot, although they're both at the same, and sometimes their interests overlaps, but they're kind of competing against each other. So let me link you to this website, which has some pretty interesting articles. And again, boom, check that one out. I see what you're saying about the options. I'm seriously learning how to pimp these contracts as well. Yeah, I think that it's really important for everybody to do the knowledge on option contracts, okay? Because they work similarly, in Robinhood as they do on LedgerX. It's the asset that you're trading. But study calls and puts, study the spreads, and most importantly, instead of buying, study selling. Okay, because if you have collateral, you could be the market maker. You see what I'm saying? So you can leverage your collateral, leverage your Bitcoin And of course, let me repeat this. This is KYC and it's traditional and you expect to be taxed and all that. So, it's just another chamber, on top of the DeFi, on top of all the speculations. We got to hit them from every angle. You see what I'm saying? We got to come out every angle. We won't lose out here. We refuse to lose. So yeah, do the knowledge. And then specifically what I've been doing this week, I'm getting clapped up on NVIDIA, but every other week I've been doing good put credit spreads. Okay, put credit spreads. I'm getting a credit for agreeing to buy back the stock at a lower price. And then I'll buy a put to insure myself so I don't have to put up all the collateral. And I'm sitting on a credit right when I do the trade. Okay, I think you guys you're getting credited right there. And then you lose if the stock goes down, but you're up. You're collecting up front. So, I mean, guys, I got to hammer it down to you. I got to do it more. I have a video there with the put credit spreads. You may want to search it's how to trade a put credit spread on Robinhood, work Slack or something. I know I did a whole video and I showed the dashboard and everything. My issue is that BTC has never been reported. I need to get some clean government bits if you get my drift. Yeah, well then, you could ease in and little by little, that's eventually, I mean, you're going to have to deal with someone, That's what the case that I'm trying to make, unless you have a complete other system that never overlaps the legacy system. At some point, that's the point I've always been trying to make. So I'm not an advisor and I'm not saying what to do or what not to do, but all I'm saying is that for me, the BTC options moves has worked, and I understand that it's KYC and I'm dealing with it accordingly. So I'm not trying to, you see what I'm saying? Gotta pick and choose your battles out here. But yeah, and aside from BTC, it's not the options things. It's not exclusive to BTC. It's a stock thing, really, and then now it's being applied to BTC. And I would expect other underlying assets to be added on platforms like LedgerX. So yeah, I'm doing the BTC options on LedgerX, but I'll be honest with you, the ROIs on some of the options seem to be greater on the legacy stocks right now than on BTC. You can hide all your bits on Trezor. I have some clean wallets now for Trezor. For KYCs, need to build a BTC stack. Yeah, I mean, look, everybody has their own strategy, and I'm not gonna chime in or chime out on that. Like, do you is what I say. Options will be available soon for ETH. Yeah, definitely. And I think that's very attractive. I would bet that there could be moves on options that would return a greater ROI than even probably staking. Okay, but of course you're dealing with another party. What I do like about regulated institutions such as LedgerX is that I'm assuming since they're regulated and anything goes down, you have a recourse. You see what I'm saying? Because it's more traditional. Like if something happens at the bank or something, then you may have a recourse. If the Ethereum contract gets hacked, then that's on you, bro. It is what it is. I will be playing the options game with you soon too. Yeah, I mean, I've been heavy on it for the past few months now. Mostly on the legacy stocks, but I'm applying the same principles to BTC. But yeah, again, it's KYC all day, guys. You gotta know what you're getting into, and it is what it is. Like nobody. It's right when you join, they say, listen, KYC, and then you got to know what you're getting into. Because ultimately they're dealing with USD, because the option contracts, although they use Bitcoin as collateral and it's like that's the underlying asset that's being traded in the contract, it's everything settled in USD. Shout out to Lady Plants and GIQ. So yeah, guys, talking about the options. So I covered that just, so yeah, listen guys, how would you feel, you can get $4,000 up front. Yeah. So I'm agreeing to sell my Bitcoin for $14,000 by 2021. Okay. But at any point, let's say if there's a little dip, okay, right now we're at 92. If next month there's a little dip and we're at 88, that contract is going to be worth less. You see what I'm saying? And I'll be able to get out of it and get my unlock my Bitcoin. I have time is basically what I'm saying. I don't have to wait till 2021 and actually execute the contract. So I know a lot of this may sound foreign to you guys, but I'm going to keep repeating on it because I know eventually some of you guys are going to get up on the game. It's not just DeFi out here that's, right now DeFi is what's popular. That's cool, and I'm all on the train, and that's fine. But I'm always looking for alternatives. So check out the other website that I just shared here in the population, behindthenews.com. And they got some really interesting articles, geopolitics, financing, economics, things about America, Middle East, Europe, Africa. There's an interesting series, two-part series of articles post-lockdown, the Rockefeller game plan. And again, it's something that made me go, It's not a video, it's a long article. And if you like to read, I think it's worth the read. I don't agree with everything of it, but it does present a scenario. I hate KYC. Government wants to know all your business unless you're a Washington politician. Funny, the KYC. Well, even the Washington politicians now, they're going to have to cough up their financials. I believe that even the Supreme Court ruled that Donnie has to show his paperwork now too. So, but yeah, I understand what you mean. The KYC thing is a bit all up in your business. Like it's all. You know how I feel, Marlon. I'm like abolish taxes or if maybe we could. I think the best solution, because abolish taxes is probably not going to happen. But, a flat tax, just a flat tax. There's no deductions. There's no nothing. Everybody gets one flat tax on everything, and that's it. And maybe they could do it on sales tax or something. I don't know. But again, one could argue that tax is just theft. Senators do everything behind closed doors and classify everything, but they want to see everything I do. Right. That's why you got to get up on game, and instead of complaining so much, that we also learn how they make their moves too. It's part about education and learning how they use trusts and they work around the system, and they do it legally too. You see what I'm saying? So it's also about knowledge. Knowledge is power. I mean, like they have a step ahead of us, in the game. They know how to finagle things. So, just observe and learn as well. Let's check out the Journal. Verizon running ads now on, well, they have been. We got big hitters running ads on Brave, guys. I've said this. I'm telling you, Brave is undervalued. You got Verizon, you got Walmart, you got Fiverr, you got Amazon, you got eBay, amongst others that are running ads pretty aggressively here on the Brave browser, which shows me that there must be a good ROI. I would assume. So keep an eye on that. And another thing I'm seeing is that BAT is one of the more the tokens that has the higher volume on these DeFis, which shows to me that there's some sort of a demand for it too. Now, I know there's a high supply as well. But what I'm trying to say is that make sure you download the browser, okay, and earn some bats. And of course, use my link because I get $5, right? Just to be clear. Let's check out what Wall Street Journal has to say out here. UK, we read that. Market Watch, NASDAQ rally. Skeptics remember that momentum doesn't die easily. And then there's an opinion here that Congress won't pass a new stimulus package and that will crush the S&P. I don't know. I think that there will be some sort of stimulus package, to be honest with you. Stock slightly higher as bank earnings roll in. JP Morgan beats earnings. JP Morgan just announced earnings this morning and they're exceeding expectations. You think that JP is going to lose the game out here, guys? I don't know. Even the IRS admits some crypto tax regulations are not ideal via CoinDesk. I don't know. roughly 4 hours into a phone call with TurboTax representative in which she had to sort through the company's own internal resources in order to answer my questions. I found I probably didn't owe any taxes on my admittedly meager Bitcoin holdings. It should have been obvious. At no point did I sell for fiat or convert into another crypto. Okay, what is... When did the damn, this is a long article. The IRS official spoke to recommending the use of different software tools that have been released. Taxpayers should at least use the information that their exchanges provide and reflect that on their returns, and that there are tools out there that they can use. So when did they admit that the regulations are not ideal? When did they say this? The official, who did not have authorization to speak publicly, acknowledged that some of the guidance published today could be clarified as not ideal, saying the agency is working to keep up with the crypto industry. So there you go. Yeah, even they don't know what's going on. You guys, I mean, it's obvious to me that certain institutions are like, they don't even know what they're doing. You know, this thing's a mess. It's really a mess. Authority in one way is breaking down, in another way it's becoming more powerful. And I will refer you back to that website, Behind the News. It kind of talks about the infighting between the top of the pyramid, and it presents a scenario that could be possible. Again, I don't know. The champ doesn't know, guys, and neither do you in the box. Everybody thinks they know, but we don't know shit. That's the truth, guys. And let me repeat that. We don't know shit. That's the truth. It's all in the good Lord's hands. Bottom line, guys. Shout out to Greenhouse, Lady Plants. I'm not a pothead. I like flowers and gardening. There you go. Make orange great again. Don't pay taxes if we can defund it all. I mean, you know, that's cool too. As far as, you know, saying, all right, don't pay taxes. But it's like saying that let's just be, you know, let's not have no government and just be completely anarchist. It sounds cool, bro. But, you know, at some point, what is that Jefferson said? That like government is a necessary evil. I don't know if that's true, but, you know, it's obvious to me that there needs to be some sort of an order. Okay. And anarchy is not the answer. And, you know, as far as taxes, I can't really see a situation where there isn't some sort of taxation. Okay. I don't know. I mean, and again, I don't know shit. I just said this, but, I'll tell you what, the taxes are out of hand and the book is way too big and it's too confusing. And it seems like there's rules for this one and not rules for that one. And, you know, what I would propose is just make it real simple. Real simple. Greenhouse says, I'm a pothead and I like those two things. I'm not an anarchist. Yeah, I mean, listen, the anarchist stuff, a lot of it is attractive, right? But come on, think about this, guys. You know, like you really want to be without order, because that's really what anarchy is. Pot makes your man part smell loud, in case you didn't know. No, I didn't know about that. I'm not smelling man parts. So, you know what I mean? Champ, the Fed has already told us that the government does not need taxes with their ability to print indefinitely. Right, but, you know, their ability to print indefinitely is not really bringing true value. I mean, printing indefinitely is not going to grow food. You know, at some point, something's going to happen. I'm talking about like printing indefinitely is not going to grow food. Yeah, it may pay people to grow food, but, you know, people got to move. So how are you going to get people to move? Let me check out D Live over here. But yeah, guys, you think I want to pay more taxes? You're crazy. Of course not.
Wait, what?
We got 3 people over there on D Live. Denny Markham. I see you, Denny. Thank you for the love that you've shown in the past, and I know you've sent out. We got 3 people over there on D Live. Denny Markham. I see you, Denny. Thank you for the love that you've. Denny says if people won't move, robots will. Yeah, but ultimately someone's got to make the robot. Someone's got to service them. Someone's got to program them. And the robots need to service somebody. You know, what are they going to just be go between themselves? And yeah, you're right. The robots are coming and whatnot. But if we keep going down this path, fake money, more robots, AI, it's just a path against humanity. It's just really what it is. It's like at one point you're going to argue, it's like, why would humans even exist? Like the thought process that it leads you to is kind of where it's going to now. Humans are bad. Why are we even in the world? It's better off that just machines take over. And if you keep going that, I mean, like they'll convince everybody to literally kill themselves. You know, I mean, they've already convinced people not to have children. Okay, they've already convinced people that everything's messed up and everybody hates everything. And that's part of the plan. You know, they want you to literally hate humanity. But a change is coming, guys. A change will come. I'll be honest with you guys. You know, maybe we won't see it, but a change will come. This stuff is not, it's not sustainable, and things oscillate one way and backwards. And just like the markets go up and they go down, guys. And maybe we're not around for the oscillation, but it's clear to me that, things are the way they are not sustainable. And you guys know that too. Yeah, but peep that website behind the news, that lockdown article about the Rockefellers going against the Rothschilds, and that's why they're attacking Donnie, because Donnie is the Rockefeller guy, and they got a beef with the Rothschilds. And I said this before, and before reading this article, I'm like, what seems to me is like, look, none of these guys are anybody's friends. It seems to me like the bosses are having a war right now. You see what I'm saying? Like the capos are having a war. None of them are good, but this guy wants to take the crown from that guy. Donnie wants to take the crown from, I don't know, from London. I don't know. It seems to me like the people at the top are fighting, and that Donnie and friends, okay, and he's not the one in charge. According to some of the information I'm coming across, he's funded by a Rockefeller interest. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that they're fighting amongst each other. It's like, one boss wants to take out another boss. And it's like, none of these bosses are for us, is what I've been trying to say. It's like we're all caught up in the middle of this gang war. It's more than a gang war. It's like the Illuminati wars. They're fighting against each other, and we're all caught up in the middle. And they're also fighting to see who can get more slaves. That's the bottom line too, Shout out to the 5 people over there on D Live. Let me go ahead and run a lemon distribution. Shout out to everybody tuning in. It's the champ, your favorite streamer's favorite streamer. Putin runs America, says Marlon. Well, read the article, because apparently it talks about a deal that Putin and the Rockefellers have, a secret deal. And that's why they've been trying to throw the Russia hoax at him. On the other side, Trump's adversaries, because he did make some sort of a deal with the oil or whatnot, and then the Saudis came in. Let me tell you, there's a lot to digest over there, and it really puts things into a perspective that kind of makes sense. Now, I'm not saying that it's true or not, but I'm saying it makes sense. Old Donnie's funded by GRU and Vlad Putin. No, it's not. It's that Putin also allied with New York right now. It's that ultimately at the top of the pyramid on that side, it's the Rockefellers. So yeah, read it. I mean, again, we don't know shit. We can say that we know about come on, Marlon. Do you know who Putin. No one knows Putin on here in the box. We're making assumptions, But the website says that they made a partnership right now because they're trying to go against London, okay, and against the EU. Have I claimed my BTT on DLive? No, I haven't even looked. To be honest with you, I haven't even looked yet. I haven't even looked. I will though. ETH1 says BTC's bleeding. Last time I checked was 92. Is it just got hit hard or what? Nah, 92. It's BTC not down much? No, it's not down much at 92. I thought, when someone said, "Oh, it's bleeding," I thought it was like a flash crash or something. It was the same price as we started at today. KRM says bleeding good. No, it's not. It's the same price it was. It's been between 90 and 9,000 and 95 for some time now. It's not. It's been trading basically sideways. He says we can't pass that 95. Not recently. But it does seem to have some strong support there at 9. Let me click on another ad, the Brave browser. We want to go past 10K. Yeah, that's ultimately the major hurdle, okay? The major hurdle, and I've been saying this on every broadcast. Once we pass 10,000 and we conquer the $10,000 marker and we sit above 10,000 for some time, I think that's going to be a major signal that Bitcoin is getting ready to, to take off. But right now, it's just staying afloat there between 995, which is still good. It's good. Nobody's your friend, Frank. I mean, government's working against world populations for a long time. Right. So read that. It talks about how the Rockefellers are in bed with the Gates Foundation and all this pandemic stuff. And yeah, it's always been about population control. The end game here, guys, and we all know it, is a one world government where they track everybody, mandatory vaxes, and they're going to want to inject nano chips into everybody and track everybody on a blockchain. Real simple. They want to inject everybody. They want everybody total control. Total control. 10K is not coming soon. Price will have to come back to 8 to 6. Let's see. And if it does, all good, because I'm selling those puts. Kaboom. Not a problem for me. See, I'm fine. Like, Bitcoin just crashed. I received the credit for being in that put, and I got to buy the Bitcoin at a lower price. Let me drop a bomb. Boom. Guys, sell the puts, especially if you're a long-term crypto maniac. Like, if you are always ready to buy the dip, then sell the put. They own the world's natural resources and are not in the mood to share it with 8 billion useless eaters. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like it how, including myself, like we all try to make the assumptions like we know. I guess we don't know, but we can see some signs. We can speculate. Champ has learned how to make money on the way up and down. My man can't lose. That's what I'm talking about. You got to do it like, how do you think the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds play? I was just finding out, and I've talked about this. The Rockefellers, they were funding both sides of the World War II. Guys, who do you think made the engines for the Nazi vehicles? Ford had a plant in Germany. Guys, they're playing both sides. They're playing both sides of the card. They're selling calls and selling puts, guys. Come on. That way, if no matter what it does, they're winning. GAQ says he's cutting off the globalist adrenal supply line. Maybe. I mean, and that may be the case. And, the case that not that I'm making, but that I'm talking about right now that I've come across is that there's a war between London and New York, and maybe in that war they expose some people. There's going to be some collateral damage, but make no mistake, they're all globalist. Okay, they are all globalist. Okay, they're just the Rothschilds want to run it one way, the Rockefellers want to run it other way. And many times they've been in partnership. And again, I don't have proof of this, but it kind of makes sense. Think about it like street gangs, like you got heads of certain armies, and sometimes they may have to put up with each other, okay, to lock certain streets down. Mark Cuban used puts and to protect his profits when he sold his companies for $1 billion. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. There's a strategy here, and instead of complaining all the time and saying, "Oh my gosh," and this, that, also learn from the elite and see how they make moves and see if you could pick up on some game out here, guys, instead of complaining all the time. Winning, winning, winning. The champ is winning. There you go. That's what I'm saying. Russia doesn't have to, big bucks, look to Asia for the puppet strings. Well, yeah, keep reading. It's like, obviously China, okay, has emerged as a power. And, the Rothschilds nor the Rockefellers like that. But somehow, according to, again, I don't know, but the storyline goes that somehow London has sided with China, okay? And I don't know if that's the truth. EU and London has sided with China. And again, remember, it's always to eliminate competition. That's the credo of the Rockefeller family. Like, competition is a sin, And remember, the Rockefellers, I don't think that any family has more experience with the oil industry and like globalism than them. I mean, they've been in the oil industry since I don't know how long. So don't sleep, guys. Don't sleep. I think what we're seeing here, again, is a turf war going on with the heads of the pyramid. They're going at each other. Anyone look at Dragon Chain? Ooh, nah, it's been years there, Mike. Dragon, it's been years since I heard about that. Remember the rumor about a Disney partnership or alliance or whatnot, but no, I haven't. It's been years since that one came up on my radar. That one seems like an old one. Yeah, sell the puts, guys. I can't stress any. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't think I'm gonna DCA Bitcoin right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna start, unless you really want to hold the bits right now. Like you can also make some USD. So I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I just got. And I just said this at the beginning of the broadcast, but I'll give you an example. I just collected. I'll tell you exactly what it is. 7,500. What is this? 1218. Hold on. You can collect $655 right now for agreeing to buy a Bitcoin in December 18th of 2020 for $7,500. Okay, you can get $655 given to you right now if you agree to buy a Bitcoin for $7,500 in December. Think about that, guys. Come on. That's like a no-brainer. So yeah, all right. So I'll collect the $655. I'm sitting on it. And if it doesn't drop below $7,500, I don't get to buy the Bitcoin, but I stay with the money. Now, if it does drop below $7,500, I have to buy it $75. Oh, shit. So yeah, I mean, that to me, it's like a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Greenhouse says that seems sketch. It's not. It's BT. It's options trading. You could do this on Robinhood as well. You could do this with Microsoft. You could do this with. Yeah, it does seem sketch, and that's that's a whole nother thing. Derivatives could be toxic, but it's legal. It's legal and it's regulated. Explain that again, champ. Let me explain that again. I just sold a put on Bitcoin. Okay. The contract is for December 18th. I'm agreeing to buy Bitcoin for $7,500 if the price of Bitcoin drops under 7,500. Okay. So I only got to buy at 75 if the price on December 18th is below 75. Okay. And if it's not, then I stay with the money. Okay. Too good to be true? No. And listen, there's no referral here. I don't need, just do your own research. You could do this on Robinhood, on Tastyworks, on LedgerX. You could do this, just research selling puts. You could do this on Ford. So, I mean, it's nothing to do with me. I'm not trying to sell you anything, nothing. Just do the research. I'm explaining a strategy. 7,500 still a deal, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, what if it drops to 5,000? Oh, I gotta buy at 75. So what? You know who made a killing selling puts? Whoever sold puts during the dip made a killing. Because look, check this out. What's the worst case scenario? The price dips under 7,500, right? But I still collected the $655 anyway. So really, in essence, I'm buying for 75 minus 655, which is more like 69. So yeah, guys, let me just complete, look, this is the selling puts is the strategy if you know you want the asset regardless of the price. You know, like Bitcoin, or like with certain people that they want like dividend stocks. You know, like these oil stocks, or like Ford that pays dividends, or like like a Chevron or an Exxon or something like that. So if it's not 75, you make nothing and lose nothing. No, let me repeat this. I'm collecting $655 right now to get into this contract. I'm getting paid to agree to do something in the future. Okay, let me repeat this. And what am I agreeing to? If the price of Bitcoin is below $7,500 on December 18th, then I am forced to buy the Bitcoin at 7,500. How am I forced? You need to put up the collateral. Okay, you're not going to get a credit without a collateral. That's obviously there's a catch. You need to have a collateral. You just can't walk in and say, "Yeah, I'll buy it." I'm good for it. No, you got to put up a collateral. Okay, but come December 18th, if the price is above 7,500, I don't have to buy at 7,500. Okay, the contract expires worthless, and I keep the premium. And then at that point, my collateral gets unlocked because the contract expires. So when the contract expires, there's two things that can happen. Either the contract is executed because the contract is worth something, and in that case, it would be the contract has to be worth something if it's less than 7,500. Remember, the contract is the right to buy at 75. So you're not going to buy at 75. No, you're not. They're not going to force you to buy at 75 if the price is above. You see what I'm saying? Champ, on the BTC option, what is your premium? I just said it. The premium for the December 18th contracts right now on a $7,500 strike price, the bid is $655 and the ask is $875. I'm looking at it right now. Okay, so people are willing to pay you $655 right now to agree to do something in the future. And guys, this is not just with Bitcoin. This is with all the stocks and stuff. Like you could do this in Robinhood as well. It's wild. When I unlocked this stuff, like I was like, wow. I came across someone, literally a boomer that made millions in the dot-com bubble just trading like options and selling. He's like, look, what you do is collect premium, as basically what the boomer explained to the champ. You got to sell premium. This is how the big dogs do it. Rev is here. Shout out to Rev. Boom. Good morning, sir. J Par says store J. STOJ just added Kraken randomly. I don't know much about that one. And Tony says start a repo company and you'll become a millionaire. Right. You also be hated by a lot of people. So if you say you'll buy zero point 0.1 Bitcoin for 3,000 in February, let's see what the February prices are. There is no February contracts right now. There's a December 2020 contracts and there's June 25th, 2021 contracts on this platform. But let's talk about the June 2021 contracts. There's nothing less than 10,000 right now. There's no contracts available right now. The only contracts under $10,000 strike price only go out to December 18th. And the lowest strike price is 2,000. So here's another one. You could agree to buy Bitcoin for $2,000 and receive $20. So that's like a no-brainer. You can get $20 right now on 2,000. And this is basically going to expire worthless, right? Like, so let me repeat that. You can get into a contract that you'll say, yeah, I'll buy the Bitcoin for 2,000. If it's less than 2,000, which it's not going to be, I would say, they give you $20. Think about it. It's kind of like options also provides insurance in a way, and literally options for the future on people holding big bags. From 24th, face masks are mandatory here in the UK. There are already watchtowers in place. I kid you not. Oh, yeah, there's already many places here in the States. We've already been there, done that, Rev. It's already wild. That's why I said yesterday, like, I'm not going to no gym right now with a mask on trying to deadlift. You're wild. I mean, like, come on. That's not healthy. I don't see how that could be healthy. So, I'm little by little building my home gym. So far, so good. And I'm feeling good. Now it's kind of a little change for me doing high rep exercises. And I feel good. When I see a lot of noobs jumping into something thinking it's easy, money makes me wary. I see many people trying to jump into options. Yeah, there is now, and that's due in part by because, like, a lot of people are at home, and all, believe it or not, all the sports and fantasy football stuff and all the casinos and all that stuff has closed. So, the only game that's open right now is the legacy stocks and the cryptos. But yeah, it does make you weary. You gotta watch out. That's why you got to do the knowledge. But listen, options is not something that just came around overnight. This has been around since I think the 90s. Options are extremely complicated. I prefer futures for day trading because there's less leakage. See, that's funny because I haven't wrapped around my mind around the futures. I understand the options way better, and I'm not day trading. I'm more like swing trading. That's true. I do keep seeing noobs talk about options. Yeah. You gotta. It's probably because of what I just said. There's right now. Listen, a lot of people aren't employed. Okay, a lot of people are at home, and a lot of people that would play around with certain things, they don't have those outlets right now. So what stores are open to play? What avenues or what venues are open to play? The Hood, Binance. You know what I'm saying? Wink and 8A, because yeah, right. Like the blockchains, the cryptos are open, the casinos and but like you got to understand that Wink is not gonna drive as many people as Robinhood. It's obvious, December's long ways away. Lots can happen between now and then. BTC moves with the stock market, and I think the latter is overpriced. And yeah, I mean that's obvious. I think that the stock market is overpriced, absolutely. But has it stopped it from going up even more? Nah, not really. So yeah, I'm not mad at that BTC Bitcoin call that I sold in December. I got time because, like Denny said, this is not December 2020 I sold it for. I sold it for December 2021. So, I mean, I feel like between then there's going to be ups and there's downs. And I feel like between then there's going to be a dip at some point. And that's when I will buy back my contract and unlock my Bitcoin and keep the difference of the credit that I just collected. Just plugging my bag for divs, guys. You should check this out. Yeah, I thought you meant divs, the actual platform. You own the casino. I don't play, just collect profits. Right. Tron's heavy on that. But I'm glad I'm being able to share some of these BTC options and some of these options with you, because as far as like the crypto space, I don't see people just mentioned, I see a lot of noobs talking about the options, but that has to do with Robinhood. But I don't see anybody talking about it with Bitcoin. As far as like really going over like a strategy, name them. I don't know. I did see, I'll be honest with you, I did see the people who started the LedgerX platform on an interview with Pompeo. Or what's his name? Anthony Pompliano. No, I'm thinking Pompeo, the other guy from, Anthony, the crypto influencer. I make about 30 USD a day from these casinos. There you go. Yeah, there's ways to get it, Marlon. I'm glad that you brought that up, and I'm just trying to present other ways that I've came across, and we'll continue to share them. And while we probably not going to get into every single one, the information's out there so that people could check it out. This is the kind of turmoil we're seeing that helped Hitler and the Nazi Party take control over Germany. Okay. Marlon Jones says Anthony Pompliano. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Mike Pompeo. That Pomp thing threw me off. But and apparently Mike Pompeo's higher up the totem pole than Donnie when it comes to the Rockefellers. So anyhow, Anthony Pompliano did an interview with. It's a woman and I think her significant other that they made this LedgerX platform. They're part of their ex JP Morgans or they're ex Wall Street. And that's how they were able to apparently get the okay. This is the first platform that was okayed by the regulators. 8 million ways to boom, choose one. I like that. So, we're out here, guys. I'm glad that we're able to share this information, guys. So do the research, guys. I'm not trying to push a particular platform or anything because LedgerX is not the only one. There's several other ones, okay? But just do the research. You could buy calls and buy puts, and that's kind of like the newbie thing. I'm way deeper into it. I'm talking about being a market maker and selling the calls and selling the puts, which requires collateral. And to me, it makes so much sense, especially with Bitcoin. I mean, I'm comfortable with the bits, and I think that many people's strategy, including myself, is to acquire more bits. My strategy is always making buy and hold good money making companies. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's the fastball approach, and I haven't. That's not a bad way. But there's definitely other ways, and other ways that may move faster. But I think the point that's being trying to made here is we need a lot of tools in our arsenal, a lot of different weapons. And I would encourage you guys to subscribe to Gregory Manarino's newsletter. Okay, that's like one of the only people that I still watch when it comes to economics and crypto and stuff. Like, the dude has not been wrong on any of the calls when I'm telling you, and it's free. I mean, like, it's pretty wild. And yes, I heard that he's a 33rd degree Mason. I know all about that, but listen to what he's saying and tell me if it's wrong. And he puts out the calls. It's all free. The guy's he like makes like 3 or 4 moves a day and posts exactly how much he made and how much he lost, everything. And there has not been one call that he's done during this whole thing that's been wrong. And I don't know nothing about the guy, but I follow him. So shout out to Manarino. How little could you put up, says Lady Plants? Well, with the BTC options, it's in increments of 0.1. I mean, excuse me, 0.01. So, in those increments. So it's one contract is equal to 0.01. Published a link to the newsletter. It's Gregory Manarino. Do you guys not follow him? The guy's the truth. I'm going to be honest with you. He's like one of the only people that I watch. And he's on point. And he's a cryptomaniac. He was on Steam. He talks about the cryptos. He's crypto friendly. And but he's a Wall Street guy. He's old school Wall Street guy. And Yeah, Gregory Manarino Substack. Check this guy out. And actually, you could even read the newsletter without subscribing. Check it out. It's right here. Let me give him a plug because the dude's been right. I don't even know this guy. I'm going to be honest with you. This is someone I just watch. Never heard of him. Yeah, he's the truth, Marlon. He's the truth. I've been following him for a while, and yeah, this dude's the truth. Furious Cabbage says, I've been watching Manarino for years. He's great. And Denny says, agreed. Yeah, so there you go. And again, I'm impartial here. I don't know the guy. I subscribe to his newsletters and I stay up on his what he's got to say. And the dude has not been wrong. Like I'm telling you, it's kind of eerie that the dude hasn't been wrong. When everybody's like, no, it's gonna crash, he's like, watch this, and then follow him and watch his videos. Shout out to Manarino. Like that's all I gotta say. He's like the only YouTuber that I'm really like this guy's been on point. More legacy than crypto though, Marlon. Just so you know, and the rest of you guys, it's more like just. But you could read look, in the past 51 minutes ago, he did a Merck update. What did he do with MRK, which is Merck, the pharmaceutical? Lions, I just added to my Merck position January 15th, $80 call. He tells you exactly what he's buying and then when he sold. So look, HD Disney, what did he do? Locking in more profit. I just closed. When he closes something, he tells you, look, I closed HD at a 7%, Disney at 3.5%. This is like one of the smallest gains I've seen him make. Most gains are like at 20, 30%. So yeah, let me just stop plugging him because whatever. I don't know the guy. So if he's out there, I'll throw him on the show if he wants to talk. I gave you guys some resources, that Gregory newsletter, this Behind the News website if you want to learn more about the ideas behind the Rockefeller game plan and their infighting with London and the Rothschilds and this geopolitical war that's going on. And again, this is an opinion, not that I completely agree on, but I think it's worth checking out. Get him on the show. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I me, Marlon, I don't really go and try to comment and other people's stuff. And I just stay to myself and people show love. I show love back. And that's what it is. You need to announce if he agrees to come on. Yeah. I would love to have him on because he seems to be up on the game, really. What else? I think we hit up most of the points here. I hit you with Behind the News. I hit you with the newsletter. I told you about my plays on Ledger. Guys, I'm trying to provide value from you guys. I mean, listen, I know I go on the tangents and, I get onto my religious stuff. And it's not even religion because I'm not practicing a religion. I have faith in Jesus Christ, okay, and in the Bible. I go on those tangents and, that's cool too. But, sometimes I got to bring it back to look, these are the actual moves. This is what I actually did. And that's what I did with the Ledger X. Rewind the video so you can see and, do the knowledge. That's all I got to say. Just do the knowledge, do the knowledge, do the knowledge. And if you're interested with the stocks and stuff, join Robinhood. I'm using the platform. And if you use my link, you get a free stock just for joining. It's, they'll probably throw you like a $10 stock. I also get a free stock as well. So, if you don't want me to win, don't use my link. It's real simple. I want to make sure that when I plug a link, I let you guys know that it's to benefit me so that, there's some transparency here. The Bible is the truth and extremely important during these prophetic times. Amen, Furious Cabbage. That's why I've been mentioning it. I mention what I believe is important, and that's why I always mention it. But there's things that are important as well. Like I feel like that some of the moves are, important to talk about as well. So I'm gonna keep giving it to you raw. Pause. I just got done watching Kevin Snip 3-hour presentation, former CIA, and he outlines how they answer to no one. Yeah, that's going back to what I'm saying. Apparently, the CIA guy, Mike Pomp, is higher up on the totem pole because he runs the CIA, and the CIA is backed by Rockefeller. Since, I don't know, since the 30s, they've elected every single president. So says the story. Ain't nothing wrong if you have faith in God. Just must keep God first, BTC second. Nah, BTC is somewhere. I got some faith in BTC, but it's way down the list. I put faith in God, myself, my family, and a lot of other things in humanity before BTC. But I'll put some faith in BTC though. I'm not against it. It's just has less rank than the things that I just explained. But I'm not against it, and I'm here, guys. And I do have some faith in the BTC. Never more than I have in myself and the Lord. But I'm a believer. Yes. All right, we've ran over an hour. Every single time I try to do 30 minutes, and we go over an hour. But this was a good show. I think we provided value. Listen, it's entertainment, but it's edutainment as well. Ultimately, I want you guys to have a good time, laugh, think, and learn something. Oh, I'm talking about for me with the BTC second. There you go, Marlon. There you go. Amen to that. I respect that. I mean, I would say have some faith on yourself before Bitcoin, though, Marlon. That would be my only thing as the homie saying, put yourself. Have faith in you. Have faith in God, yourself, in the family before BTC. But yeah, BTC it's looking good. Do we have people on D Live? Did I give out lemons? No, I didn't. Let's go ahead and do our lemon distribution before I sign off, guys. Go over there to dlive.tv/champagne crypto. I'm going to pop 50 lemons here in the treasure chest. Champion Crypto just added 50 lemons to the chest, and I'm going to click distribute rewards. Click claim rewards on your end, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner. Denny dropped me 100, Stim dropped me 12, and ETH dropped me 1. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Denny always shows some love with some good gratuity there. I appreciate it. And I'll be redistributing. I haven't claimed any. I haven't really done it. Have I claimed my stake? No. Have I sold lemons? No. But maybe one day. Just donated an ice cream. Thank you, Crystozilla. I like that meme too. Let me go ahead and distribute these rewards. Click claim rewards. Let's get it. $20 seconds. And the lucky winners today are Stimp. Stimp is always winning out there. Stimp's a winner. Shout out to Stimp, big winner. 1024. Denny, he won too, 15.4. And we got ETH one. He got 11. So shout out. We got 3 winners today. Stimp been winning, but you know what? I'm not mad at Stimp. He's one of the first guys here in the box. So congratulations, Stimp. I appreciate it. And Marlon's here. A little late. I guess you weren't the winner today, but eventually, I'm sure everybody will win out here. I like that meme too. You guys got some good ones. Let me share one too. The moon landing, guys. The moon landing is one for you guys. The moon landing is one for you guys. Anybody watch the American moon landing doc that I recommended months ago? If you're on Steam, hit up Greenhouse Radio. You got it. Productions by Frank White. All right. I just came over to post the memes. Yeah, I like the memes. That's one thing too. That's fun. The memes are fun. Great show today, say Stimps. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, hit the replay, guys, and I try to give you some game. And I know some people are like, Champ, what were you saying with the options too good to be true? That's why you got to do your own research. And I'm telling you, I'm not trying to plug a referral link when it comes to that, or telling you to do anything. I'm just explaining what I did. Documenting it, and then you guys go and do your research and figure it out on your own, and then give me some feedback, because we're teaching each other. I'm not your advisor. What we're doing is providing value and teaching each other. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. Stay strong. Let me drop a bomb for you guys. Stay strong. I'll be back. Check out everything I linked up to. So, Champ, speaking of moon landing, do you think Elon Musk SpaceX is a hoax? I mean, if you believe that he shot a Tesla into space if you think that's real, to me, it's obviously green screen. I mean, also look at the Tesla mouse. All that is irrelevant, though. The Tesla is going to boom as it's booming. And they're an arm of the military-industrial complex, if you haven't figured that one out. And then, that recent launch that they landed on, we broke that video down. That thing is ridiculous. Just keep an eye on it, Marlon. Just keep an eye on it. And whether you disagree with me or agree with me or not, just keep an eye on it. Because, I keep it 1,000. And I wouldn't be saying something if I didn't think there was something there. I'm not trying to lie to the people. So I may be wrong, but I'm not lying. I don't trust Elon. But I'll tell you what, Tesla's booming. Oh, Donnie was there to watch, so I don't know. Yeah, listen, with this whole new SpaceX, listen, the logos literally look like Star Trek, guys. Guys, NASA has been going nowhere, okay? They don't go anywhere, guys. Those things they're balloons. There's a reason why they shoot the rocket, and the rocket rotates to it and belly up, because it's the balloon, guys. And then it goes in an arc. It doesn't go straight up. And they tell you, yeah, it's because that's how they shoot out of the atmosphere. It's all bullshit, guys. Start with the big lies, guys, and you'll start to see more than you believe. It's wild. You got to, the whole, it starts with the moon landing and, start going there. Oh, yeah, you could tell it's real because it looks so fake. Exactly what he said. Marlon says, I feels you. Yeah, listen, I may be wrong, but I'm trying to keep it 1,000 with the honesty. And I'm not believing that they're shooting no. Do you believe that they're landing rockets on a choppy ocean? Like, how many times did they cut that video? That thing looks like a video game, guys. And I talked about the game theory of bluffing. And if you guys play any poker, if you ever played poker, you can't win a poker tournament without bluffing at some point. Okay, you can't win the tournament. You got to bluff at some point. Every single hand is not going to be a good hand. So you got to apply that game theory to global politics. At some point, these global powers got to lie about they got to bluff. They got to act like they got a bigger hand. They got to act like they got the pocket aces. You're telling me that they've never bluffed before about what they can do? Come on, guys. Now you just got to find out where the bluff's at. And wasn't it Adolf himself that said the bigger the lie, the easier it is to sell, or something like that? But yeah, do the knowledge out there, guys. Do the knowledge and try to think for yourself. Because I don't see a curve. I'll tell you that much. I'll leave it at that, guys. Keep it strong out there, okay? And stay focused. Stay focused. And give praise to the Lord above, guys. Because at the end of the day, it's all in his hands. God bless everybody. I'm out of here. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne, thanks for tuning in.